Mr. Secretary, you've discussed the U.S. and India's shared democratic ideals and the challenges of upholding those. And as you look to partner on issues such as climate and COVID and to offer a democratic alternative to China, how do you address the Indian government's backslide on issues such as human rights? And to Dr. Jaishankar, what progress did you make in these discussions of a path out of the pandemic? I mean, are you confident in the ability to accelerate vaccine production and distribution? And are you satisfied that the Biden administration is committed to expanding access to the U.S. beyond the students that you mentioned?
I'm happy to start. So let me start by saying that our shared values, our shared democratic traditions, the high ideals that we both set for ourselves were very much a part of our conversation today, as they usually are. And let me just tell you why. You've heard me say this already today. I've said it a few times in the past, but the relationship between our two countries is so important and so strong because it's a relationship between our democracies and, at its core, a relationship between our peoples. And I think one of the elements that Americans admire most about India is the steadfast commitment of its people to democracy, to pluralism, to human rights, to fundamental freedoms. That's, in our minds, one of the ways that we define India. And we see ourselves reflected in that. And it's in part why our shared values strengthen the relationship. Like our own, India's democracy is powered by its free-thinking citizens. We applaud that, and we view Indian democracy as a force for good in defense of a free and open Indo-Pacific, indeed, a free and open world. We also recognize that every democracy, starting with our own, is a work in progress. And when we discuss these issues, I certainly do it from a starting point of humility. We've seen the challenges that our own democracy has faced in the past and faces today. But this is, in a sense, common to all democracies. I mentioned this earlier, we talk about, in our founding document, the search for a more perfect union. That, by definition, means that we're not perfect, and that our entire quest is to get closer and closer to the ideals that we set for ourselves. And that's how societies make progress. And sometimes we're at moments when the challenge is painful. It can even be ugly, but as democracies, we deal with it openly. And ultimately, I think we have in our democracies self-righting mechanisms that are made up of free citizens, of different backgrounds, different faiths, a free media, independent courts, powered by a system of free and fair elections. The most remarkable democratic elections in the world, in many ways, are here in India, just by sheer numbers. It's the largest expression of free political will by citizens anywhere on earth. So I say all this because, as friends, we talk to each other about these issues. We talk about the challenges that we're both facing in renewing and strengthening our democracies. And I think, humbly, we can learn from each other because no democracy, regardless of how large or how old, has it all figured out. And we celebrate that the world's oldest and the world's largest democracies are dedicated at heart to a shared set of values that I believe will ensure not only the ultimate success of democracy, but the success of the relationship between India and the United States.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.